Work, founder and editor-in-chief of Harbour Times, and founder of Solution with Vincent Wong. One belt to rule them all. Welcome to Lord of the Belts and Road.
That's us today.
That's what
Lords of the Belt and Road.
Yeah, that's what the government wants us to like.
That's right.
Worship, right?
They will have one belt to fund them all, and,
one belt to fund
an
them all.
education bind them. There's a little nod to the Lord of the Rings fans out there today.
Really?
Yeah.
You think they won't hate us?
No, I think they'll love it. I think they'll love it. People that don't know.
All right. Okay. But it's
one belt to fund them all. The Hong Kong government, back when we had, I believe it was a policy address when the flavor of the year was One Belt, One Road.
Yeah.
There was a lot of talk of scholarships for students to get in touch with our brothers on the One Belt, One Road that are going to be part of China's new economic fortune. And a lot of people kind of went, really, we're going to pay to send our students to Kyrgyzstan and the other stand and another stand. All those stands.
You should pay respect to them.
However, it's not just
yeah,
but it's not.
They are the Middle Earth. No, they are the Mid Asia.
The Mid Asia.
Not the Middle Earth. I'm sorry.
True, but the One Belt, One Road, when you look at the total list of countries, is actually more than just the stands. It's also a lot of our current trading partners, like Korea.
More than 65 countries.
Yeah, like Korea.
But Korea is peripheral. Indonesia is very close.
All the way to Poland and Italy.
And Germany.
And I think it stops at
Germany. The
the
chancellor
is Germany in?
Germany. And they are in China right now.
Yeah,
going to sign something.
Oh, okay, well, good. Right. So, but there was a little bit of this criticism.
No, I mean she is in China now. So
right.
What I'm talking about.
So the original.
She is in China now. Macron.
So the original plan was to bring students from those countries here, and a lot of people were saying, well, what about our students? What are they going to do for them? And when we say one belt to fund them all, what is happening now is we've got the scholarship fund that's been in place. They're going to put another $1 billion into it. They were talking about it in the education panel last night.
So yes, it will be a two-way street?
Well, it'll be more of a two-way street, but when you start to look at it,
so the Belt and Road will come to Hong Kong, and Hong Kong will go to the Belt and Road.
Exactly. But when you start to look at it, you realize that there's a lot of old programs that are being kind of put under this umbrella of One Belt.
Of course. That's what the AO do.
Yeah, we call old wine in new bottles, right?
Put old things and brand it new. And with a bigger package.
Well, on one sense, the whole exercise seems kind of silly, but on the other hand, it's like if it means no more extra spending.
You know who loves to do this? You know who loves to do
Except
this?
for the $1 billion.
Donald Trump loves doing this.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, he loves.
He would say new program, and then
and actually, like 90% of them are old things. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Anyway.
So who's getting what? So this $1 billion.
Yep.
So it's not like they're going to spend $1 billion. It goes into the fund, and the investment return off it then funds the scholarship. So we're talking about 10 scholarships from ASEAN nations, India, and Korea for first-year non-local students to come to Hong Kong.
I'm glad you bring that up. Actually, we are not going to spend $1 billion throughout 10 years.
Right.
Actually, if you spend $1 billion throughout 10 years, it's not that much. But we are not even spending $1 billion. We are only spending the investment returns of that $1 billion. So that's $1 billion basically remains untouched. It's the interest and the investment return.
The government still has it. Yeah. And they could redeploy it elsewhere. It's kind of one of the ways they like to sock money away and say, oh, look, we've got a big new program, $1 billion. Doesn't that sound impressive?
I agree.
So there's that.
Good work.
What else do we got? So we got 10 students going to ASEAN nations, India, Korea. Then they started a new program with Indonesia, which was going to happen anyways. And people are going to get scholarships up to 120,000 Hong Kong dollars per student per annum.
You know what? From a solution journalism point of view, I always support this initiative against the trend.
Okay.
But I think we have to do it correctly.
Yeah.
I mean,
meaning?
Yeah, meaning.
What's the meaning? Yeah.
Meaning that what most AOs would do is they ask for submission from different faculties of different universities.
Okay.
And each department will get 1 or 2 students from the Belt and Road countries, right?
Sure.
I mean, you won't have the critical mass to make an impact.
Right.
To feel the influence.
Yeah.
To feel the bind of the belts and road.
Yeah.
You know what? I think they should do it in a thematic fashion. Like, for example, if you prefer, let's say, for example, if you want media experts to come to Hong Kong, to let them feel the freedom of expression
fund journalism students from these places?
Yeah, from all these places, journalism students. Then you create a theme.
Right.
I mean, Hong Kong even according to Lion Rock's Institute, Hong Kong, given in the free markets nature, will have some core competencies or competitive advantages area.
Sure.
So we should theoretically strengthen our core competencies, right?
Yeah.
So we should bring in students from all over the world to come to Hong Kong to bring new ideas, to have them to mingle or interact with students to strengthen our competitive advantage. For example, we can actually invite all the potential diplomats from around the world to come to Hong Kong. And
well, we got them here already.
Yeah, but students, the young up-and-coming diplomats, or the students who wants to become diplomats, to come to Hong Kong early, to feel the city early. So when they become actual diplomats, or even higher up, they will remember Hong Kong. They come here. They may remember Andrew work and all that. I mean,
if there's a diplomatic aim, yes. I don't think it has much to do with free market, but if there's a diplomatic aim, that would be a way to do it.
Yeah, that's how I think about this whole program. The worst thing that could happen is that you lock $1 billion, you get the investment return, and you just do nitty-gritty here and there.
Sprinkle it around.
I mean, it doesn't make sense.
That would suggest it was just a PR exercise.
I mean, it doesn't. If you have a diplomatic angle to it, it makes much more sense. And I'm not saying against I'm not saying against the free market initiative. But if you're doing it like a diplomatic fashion, then you raise Hong Kong profile.
Students of diplomacy would be safer than students of journalism, because students of journalism, they're looking for like conflict. They'd come in here and write like all the dirt.
Okay,
and then the government would be like, "Oh, don't do that again."
I don't mind. But let's say even poets.
Safer.
We talked about poets yesterday.
You're big on poets this week, huh?
Yeah, I mean, if you bring in poets from Belt and Road countries, you can feel the smell of literacy in the air, right?
Well,
or you bring in EMBA students from the Belt and Road countries. That's fine as well. I mean, but do it in a thematic fashion. Otherwise, you'll waste the money. That's my solution to this.
Let's finish on this. Down below, you've got an opportunity to put in what you think what kind of students we should be bringing to Hong Kong, what kind of people we need to have more engaged with Hong Kong from particular fields or areas of study. So why don't you get in there and give us your advice down below?
Yeah.
How's that sound?
How do you use, what's the acronym for this initiative? You use
with the One Belt, One Road?
You use OBOR, right?
Yeah.
My last piece of advice from a solution point of view, please use OBOR.
Yeah.
Because right now they use Belt and Road. And in short, it's BAR, bar. I mean, the whole concept is bar.
OBOR. It's easier, quicker, faster, easy to say.
But bar, I mean, bar is like, don't come in, right?
Yeah. Okay. Very good. So give us your suggestions below and get on our Twitter. And
we will keep an eye on the finance committee because there are like rumors that the government is going to bring it up to jump the queue.
Well, we'll have to see.
We'll see. But please leave your comments below.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Good work, Mr. Rock.
We'll work on the great solutions, Vincent.
Thank you.
Cheers.